hello. Hopefully you're all having a good one. We are back. Look at this chat window set up. Okay. Hello Twitch, hello YouTube, and we are back again. We're all having a good one. Go ahead and turn this down. We're going to shuffle that playlist. Okay. It is Friday. It is Friday. $8,000 favor. Not a lot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start pushing. I think I should try and get the glove drop rate. Oh, I should probably also change that. Hold on. Two-handed axe, I think, would be significantly better. Two-handed staff, scepter, wand, mace, two-handed spear. Okay, that's good enough. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the glove drop rate, I think, is basic. Yeah, we have 35. So let's blast this for a little bit. Oh, what? Do I already have to restart? Okay. But do we gotta really restart? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, let's just skip straight to Boss Boy. So yeah, we will be doing some 300 corruption at first, but then we'll jump it up to 1,000. Body armor, boots, offhand. Okay, cool. Keep current. Hopefully you're all having a happy Friday. How many do you even get to do anything? She didn't even get to do anything either. I kind of forgot what the glove one looks like. Oh, there we go. Glove drop rate. Okay, cool. That's good enough for me. Because at some point, we're probably going to divert and try and get some Ravenous for it. Hey, what up, Steve? How's it going? Actually, let's throw that on and then do a couple glove runs and then go back to farming 1,000 corruptions. So we'll go from there. How you doing, Steve? Where are you at in the world? Did it fail again? I think it failed again. Oh well. Now let's see if I can teleport up there. Oh, you're home? I'm glad to hear that, bro. Playing some LE after you eat dinner. All right. Oh, we didn't get it this time. Just another sacrificial embrace. This build looks insanely fun, not gonna lie. Hey, what up, John Lightning? I've been having a lot of fun with it. It does a lot of damage. Does a lot of damage, which is what I like. Well, I already have Ravenous Void programmed into my filter, so I'll know if it drops. I don't want to spend too much longer on this. I guess I'm kind of giving up on my Red Ring dream. I think we've just moved on to trying to get a Ravenous Void now. And I'd rather not just be farming this guy for the next couple hours. Yeah. All right, one more try, and then we'll go back to 1,000 corruption in the Black Sun timeline. All right, please drop it. I'm not gonna beg you. I already don't like this boss. He's not as bad if you can already deal an insane amount of damage. Oh. Can get some free damage on her right now. Oh, I got stunned. It's just such a shame. Another reason why I don't like doing this boss fight. All right. You can just, you know, get one shot if you get stunned. It's not as bad because we have Shattered Chains. Shattered Chains, if you drink a potion, you can't be stunned for 4 seconds. So you'll often see me pre-gaming, so to speak. If I think I'm about to get stunned, I'll drink a potion. That way, you know, I'm now stun immune for 4 seconds. This is an interesting development. She started off with this. I'm like, yeah, I need her dead. No. No, it's only Sacrificial Embrace. The other pair of gloves that drop from this timeline. Yeah, okay. Well, that's all well and good. Let's go ahead and farm some favor. Since Ravenous Void is a world drop, we'll do some prophecies. Hey, what up, Jason? How goes it all? What up, buddy? Oh, everything's going all right, man. How about you? We just got started. We're out here just, you know, farming. This is 1,000 corruption, 1,043 to be exact. So we're looking for some of the more desirable items in last Epoch. I was trying to get red rings. I found 4, but I couldn't get any. I found 4 this week, I should say. I couldn't get any with LP, though. So I currently have them imprinted. Trying not to spend $100 on a belt. Oh, well, hello there. I assume we're no longer talking about last Epoch when you say you're not trying to spend $100 on a belt. Because belts are an item in last Epoch, but I don't think any of them are $100. That's why I came here. Yeah, don't buy that belt. This is the first time I've ever heard, like, so I typically play this song as the intro to the stream. But then I reshuffle the playlist. So there's always a chance that you can hear this song again in the stream. And I think it's the first time I've ever heard it being played within like 2 songs of yeah, I think it's the first time I've ever heard it, you know, being played again within, you know, two songs after starting the stream. So oh no, that's Critical Strike Avoidance. We don't want that. Critical Strike Avoidance wrecks this build. It sucks. Okay, honestly, it was a tad bit cooler today. So I have the fan on, and I'm getting kind of cold, actually. So that's rare. It's been pretty warm here all week. I mean, it's beautiful outside, but I think I've said it a few times on stream, so I'm not going to belabor the point. But the old houses don't do as well. It'll often be hotter inside than outside. The way it works around here. So today's act was nice outside, and the house isn't stinking hot. So a lot better than my old apartment. So before we moved into this house, my old apartment was a little one-bedroom apartment. I lived there for 7 years, and that apartment faced the sun directly. And I'm telling you guys, it was well insulated, and that place became a freaking oven. So nice here in NNY. What is NNY? New York? I mean, I don't think that's correct. Oh, nice. Northern New York. Oh, so I was half right. Oh, that doesn't sound half bad. Low 40s, high 70s. That is quite a range, though. That is quite a range. What was the weather for today? Okay. Today was a high of 66. A low of 58. It's currently 64 outside. All week it had been like in the 70s. Humidity 70% today, though. Yeah, it was decently humid today. You're 15 minutes from Canada. There you go. So you're pretty close. Where do I live? I live in California, Monterey County. So smack dab in the middle of California. We're just south of San Francisco. It's typically pretty temperate here all. You're from Olympia. Oh, nice. All right, so you're north of me by, about half of this state and another state. Few thousand miles? Ooh, okay, when you say Olympia, Washington, is that like Washington State or like DC area? Because I don't think you're a few thousand miles. That's got to be like, what, 800 miles? Washington State, yeah, okay. No. I'm from Monterey County. That's... Type in San Francisco. Like, if you're using, like, Google Maps to calculate distance, type in San Francisco. And then add, like, 100 miles. No worries, Dragon Warrior. So, Jason, I wanted to ask you, being that close to Canada, how's the border there? Is it? Are you able to just drive across, go into Canada for some shopping and stuff, and come back, or is it a bit of a hassle? I understand it's another country. You're from Central California. Oh, okay. Well, what parts, Looney? Are you like in the valley? I'm right on the coast. Modesto. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been to Modesto. I mean, I know you said Modesto area, but I'm just going to say Modesto. There's a lot of smaller towns around there, but yeah. Yeah, what in the frick? Well, I already completed this. I was hoping for one with at least 100% increase. Well, honestly, we could try this. We can try this. What are we losing? Armor mitigation. Your stone throw. Yeah. A lot of smaller areas around there. It's kind of like the California life, though. No hassle at all. They have limited hours on some crossing stations, but you just got to watch your times. Okay, makes sense, Jason. That's kind of like the California life, though. You say, oh, I live in Sacramento, for example. And for most people, it's like, oh, yeah, Sacramento. But if you actually look at Sacramento, there is the city of Sacramento, but it's gotten so large that it's actually started sort of encompassed a lot of smaller towns around Sacramento, and they're still their own towns. But if you tell somebody I'm from Elk Grove, they're like, where's that? And then you tell them Sacramento, they're like, oh yeah. Same thing with oh yeah, I'm from San Jose. Oh, okay, cool. You know, what part of San Jose? Oh, I'm in Santa Clara, which is a town, but it's been basically swallowed up, or Redwood City, or you know, that sort of thing. I feel like that's very common in San Francisco. Not San Francisco. That's very common in California now. So many of these large cities kind of almost swallow up these smaller towns that are around them. You say Modesto, and there's actually, you know, like 4 or 5 smaller towns that literally you drive down the street, you know, like 2 miles, and now you're technically in Modesto, but you know, you live in the town of fill in the blank. A friend of mine from my time in South Korea visited NYC and asked me to meet him, and I had to tell him it was a 6-hour trip. Right, yeah. Hey, what's good, Deej? Yeah, that is the United States as a whole, because these states are so large. We have a couple small states, you know. Oh, I live in Rhode Island. I'm visiting blah, blah, blah in Rhode Island. Oh, you want to meet up? Oh, yeah, sure. It won't be too bad. You're where? Oh, yeah. I'll drive over there, see you in an hour type thing. Obviously, you probably get it a lot because you live in New York, Jason. Obviously, there's New York City, but New York is, you know, a pretty decently sized state. Here in California, California's pretty large. Oh yeah, I'm in LA, bro. Let's meet up. I'm like, we're in LA. I'm in Long Beach. That's 7 hours away. That's not even LA anymore. Like, you're still saying South Korea is about the size of Indiana. Right. Oh, Parthenons, a 3LP Parthenons. I know I should pick it up. I found 4 LP Parthenons. Right, yeah. Appreciate the alert, Deej. Hopefully you're having a good one. Did you guys see the post that Judd put out today on the last Epoch forums? They tweeted it out, posted it in the Discord, that sort of thing. I thought that was pretty insightful. I'm kind of glad that they kind of confirmed a few theories I had going on. You know, like, obviously they're limited in what they can say because of the acquisition. That was low-key confirmed because of the acquisition. But then also I suspected that season 2 was less of a we need to make this money to stay afloat, but more of a we need to prove it. Like, we need to prove it because we're actively trying to get bought. They'd been, you know, trying to sell the company to another, you know, sell the studio to a larger company for better funding. And I suspected that, and that I felt like that was confirmed today when Judd said, yeah, launch of the game, not profitable. Cycle 1.1 we knew was not profitable already. Season 2, like, even though it did well, was not profitable because of how long it took. And I suspected that the reason why it was so, like, we need this to work is because they were trying to court a sale. After I found out about crafting, I obviously didn't think they were trying to sell the company until, you know, they announced the acquisition, and I'm like, oh, now it all makes sense. So I thought it was pretty insightful. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of on the fence about this paid expansion. I want EHG to make money, and that's why I like to support them by buying supporter packs and stuff like that. Obviously, it helps me out because I can also be like, I can't use my own Nexus store, but I'll use other creators' Nexus stores if I want to buy something off of, buy like a supporter pack. And then obviously I promote it, but I want EHG to do well. And I'm still kind of on the fence about a paid expansion. And it's not because I don't want them to make money. I want them to, but I think of like Diablo 4. Like, the seasons seem kind of, I don't know, like Destiny. Right, the content in Destiny, back when I was playing Destiny, the seasons after, you know, their big 4 seasons that they had when they started going to a seasonal model, the menagerie, all that stuff. When they would do an expansion, then they would do these seasons in between. It always felt kind of like filler. Like, yeah, it was fun. It gave you like a little seasonal activity, but it ultimately kind of felt like it was filler, like check boxes. What you were actually waiting for in terms of content progression and stuff, you were waiting for the expansions. And I don't know. I feel like seasonal free seasons paired with paid expansions, I feel like it kind of starts to separate the player base. And then if they release seasonal content that uses paid expansions, but still market it as a free season, people are like, well, you have the seasonal content, but in order to fully enjoy it, I need the paid expansion. Blah. And people complain, right? So I don't want half-baked seasons or underdeveloped seasons because they also want to do paid expansions. But at the same time, I want them to make money. So, like I said, I'm on the fence about it. I have no problem with a paid expansion, especially if they add new classes. Yeah, I personally, like, the reason why I said, you know, I want them to make money, I support them, I buy every supporter pack. I have no problem switching to buying paid expansions. But I don't want to be trying to make guides for people and like, oh yeah, dude, this is the best farming place in the game. All you got to do is buy this expansion. Then you go to this one spot on the map and, you know, check out this build. It's really cool. one of the items, I'm sorry guys, like one of the top tier items you get from the paid expansion. It's a balancing act. And I felt like that was a thing in Destiny. Not as much in Diablo. Obviously, when they launched the Vessel of Hatred expansion, you know, at the time, the best class for that expansion obviously was the Spiritborn. So it almost felt kind of like, well, if you guys want to do the absolute best in the game right now, you got to pay for this expansion. Destiny, though, would have items attached to said expansion, and it could affect the meta. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen for Last Epoch, but we know every time they bring a seasonal update, they also introduce new items. It's all a balancing act. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, because like if they release a paid expansion and then included with that paid expansion is an expansion exclusive unique that turns out to be good for so many builds, like on par with like Red Ring, and you can only get it if you buy the expansion. For me, as a content creator, like I feel like that's kind of already in the game now in the form of Uber Aberoth. But at the same time, I'm be like, well, you just got to go kill Uber Aberoth, right? Or you got to, join MG and buy it off the marketplace. So you got to find a Sherpa. But you can still get it at no additional money purchase. Whereas with something like a paid expansion, I'm like, sorry, there's no way around it. Like, here's the build right now. I've included expansion only uniques, assuming they do that. And I'm sorry, the only way you can use this unique is if you buy the expansion. That's like that's more of where I'm on the fence on. So I might try and make a video about that. Just going over my thoughts about that. That's just kind of where I'm at. Or maybe I'll just clip this part of the stream out and upload it. And there we go. Honestly, I would probably rather, if I were to release something like that, I'd probably want to re-record it again. You've invested almost $200 in the Last Epoch since early access? Yeah, I got you. I've invested a decent amount of money in the Last Epoch. I'm trying to think. Bought a few cosmetics, the supporter packs. Yeah. Probably a few hundred on my part. I bought all the original supporter packs before they went out, and then I purchased every supporter top tier, the top tier supporter pack since then. And then I've also, put a few bucks onto the in ways of points. So yeah, I'm around Dragon Warrior, cost of the game and the supporter packs. I feel like a class you can justify an expansion for, right? You can justify an expansion for a class. I think like that was an okay example. I think I'm more worried about the Destiny 2 route. How there was just certain uniques in the game, or in this case, exotics. How there were certain exotics in the game that were best in class, top tier, and it wasn't even like a FOMO thing, like you had to be there. It was literally, oh, you want that, Ace of Spades. You guys remember Ace of Spades, the hand cannon, if you played Destiny 2? It was really powerful. It was good for a lot of different forms of content, especially like the Crucible. How could I get the Ace of Spades? Can I play the game and earn it? Well, yeah, after you buy the expansion. And I never agreed. Again, I guess I'm really fearing the Destiny 2 model here more than the Diablo 4 model. Even after all this time, and they've removed so much of the expansion, they were still selling. They were still selling the what was the name of that expansion? The one where Cade 6 died. I think he came back or something at some point. But like one of those expansions. I'm trying to see Forsaken. There we go. Yeah, the Forsaken. They're still selling it in the store right now. It's going for $1.99, but its normal list price is $20. And if you buy it right now, you're literally buying it just for the exotics because all of the game content's been removed. I still don't agree with that. I think they should go with like the World of Warcraft model in that case. D4's expansion was ridiculous. Yes, that's true. That's true. D4 charged a lot, and I was one of the suckers who ponied up that much cash for it. I bought every supporter pack for every season. I don't do that for most games. Yeah, agreed. You had all the elements for it, just maybe a line in out of paper and organize it and then record. Right, yeah, I think I have all the elements right there, Jason. I think that might make an interesting video. Maybe I'll do that tonight. I'm going out of town for the weekend. For those who weren't here for yesterday's stream, I am gone all weekend. I don't get back till like late Sunday night or even Monday morning. Now, I have taken Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. No, I will not be streaming all day on those days. I'm just going to be trying to catch up on what I'm missing out on the weekend. Party bike? Yeah. I'm going to be at a festival in Sacramento called Aftershock. It's going on right now, actually. It started on Thursday. But my brother and I are going to catch the last 2 days of it. That's horrible? What do you mean that's horrible? That I'm only catching 2 out of the 4 days? Believe me, bro. I'm 37, all right, man? 4 days? 4 days of that, bro, I'd be spent. I'm already be spent. My brother and I went down to Warp Tour in Long Beach this year, bro, man. We were spent. And that was only a 2-day event. Here we go. Hey! Sheesh. How do you get that many acts on stage? So, have you ever been to a festival before, Jason? I'm going to assume no, or unless you're asking a rhetorical question. So, there's not just one stage. There's multiple stages, and there's bands playing at the same time. And you just kind of walk around the festival going to different stages. They have a schedule available. And you look at the lineup. No, you haven't. Okay, so yeah, there's multiple stages, and you have bands going on at different times, and you got to pick and choose. So unfortunately, if there's two bands that you want to see and they're playing at the same time at different stages, that sucks. They try to stagger them a little, and then as the day progresses, the more headline acts are further spaced out apart, if that makes sense. The more headline, more like, oh, I really wanted to see those guys, and then they'll generally have like two acts and then one act, and that's it. And it'd be pretty easy to catch all of those. So those will be your bigger names. In this case, Aftershock is a metal festival, so there's going to be like Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie, Korn, Mudvayne. There's going to be a lot of these bands there. And they'll have different size stages because there's smaller bands that come to this as well, like more regional bands. And they'll have like a smaller stage off somewhere else, but they'll generally be about 5 or 6 stages. And they're spaced off far enough to where you're not getting a bunch of nosebleed from one going over to the other. It's a lot of walking. It's a lot of standing. I might bring a chair. Honestly, I should have ordered one of those stools, those collapsible stools. I should have. I forgot to. But I do have, like, one of those camping chairs. Now, the problem with that is you got to kind of lug it around everywhere. I don't really want to do that. So I got to, like, find one stage that I just want to kind of set up at. Yeah, Aftershock last year, my brother and I went for one day, and it was freaking wild. It was wild. We got up really close for Breaking Benjamin, and bands going crazy. People are crowd surfing all over us. We're like, at one point, this one chick, like somebody let go or couldn't hold her anymore or whatever. Anyway, like her backside landed right on my head. And I just had to kind of just stand there until like other people can get a hold and move her on. There was like one guy, there was like these two guys next to us, this one older guy and this one kid. Older guy was trying to get past the kid to get up further. Kid was like, yo, no, go around or something. And old guy, all of a sudden lost it. He immediately, tried attacking this kid. And me and a couple other guys, jumped in and, just shoved him off into the crowd, like a cool off. We're like, relax, not worth it. Yeah. So, I'm hoping this year, bring a chair, set it up, and I don't even want to try and get up close, man. I'm there for I would definitely like to see some of those, but only a few. That definitely be a lot to handle. At 50, I might be too old for that. If you plan accordingly, day one, I'm sure my brother and I are going to expend a bunch of energy trying to get up close and do all that. On the second day, that'd probably be the day I bust out the chair. I bring the chair with me and then find it. There's a lot of grass, right? And just set up shop somewhere. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to bring one of my chairs. Just set up shop, man. Let's try and get LP on this. Oh man, that sounds like an amazing festival. Enjoy. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. The lineup is awesome. Oh yeah, I'm looking for, like, last year, Judas Priest was there. Iron Maiden was there. I got to see POD. I never gotten to see POD live before. I was very happy about that. We got to see Dope. Got to see Breaking Benjamin. I obviously mentioned them. That was very important for my brother because he really likes Breaking Benjamin. I think 3 Days Grace is going to be there this year, or maybe just Adam, but looking forward to that. I really want to see Korn, so I'm all aboard the Korn train, man. Korn on the Cob and Mudvayne. Really looking forward to that. Oh, oops. Turtle fodder. I'm gonna leave this here for now, but I think this might be good if I can get 100%, at least 100% increased damage. I would like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Oh, nice. I wasn't expecting this. Hold up. Turtle fodder. Yeah, I forgot I imprinted those. Oh, I've gone down in one direction. Okay, cool. Let's grab this. So what do you guys got planned for the weekend? Hey, what up, Jay Shine? Last of the year yard work, video games, football, same as every other weekend. Yeah, I'm gonna be missing out on some football. I'm kind of sad about that. We do got a motel, so maybe if we know what time the bands are playing the next day, we might just be like, you know what? Let's just let's watch some football before we go to the. Let's watch some football before we go to the festival. How much do I have? Okay, cool. I don't know if there's one I want to work on. I could try and pick up a couple of these. Oh, that one's not good. That one's just not good either. I could probably slam them into each other. Alright, let's make this the last one. Oh. Can't think of anything I want to try next build wise. Well, what do you like to play, Jay? It could also be that you played enough of the season and you wanna give it a chance. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Wait for season 4 and come back for that. That's absolutely fine too. All lined up, right? All lined up, best to worst. Football, video games, work. I'm assuming work being the worst, video games being kind of middle of the pack, and football being the best. You got about 30, 90 plus. Right. I got you, Jay Shine. Jay Shine. Well, we can see if we can get some LP on these. See if I can get some LP on these, or 2 LP. items. Oh, yeah. Oh. My bad. You're just thinking oddball builds. I will be relaxing and playing video games all weekend probably. All right, Dragon Warrior. Okay, let's go spend some amber. Yeah, let's go spend some amber. I don't have that tank crown yet. This one? Mask of Indifference? Or are you talking about Butchers? Ugh. Immune to all. Mask of Indifference. Yeah. This one's not too bad. Let me see if I can get yeah, let's see if we can get 2 LP on these. Yeah, the Indifference Mask. So I can buy Rampant Coast for 7,500, no thanks. Unclaimed Trove, 35 hundo? How many of those do I have? 3. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'll probably just stick with buy a couple Conquer Towers. What about, oh, I got a decent amount of turtles already. Okay. There we go. Spent some amber. Look at all this open space. Let's do it. All right, login time. Good luck, Bike. I appreciate it, Jay Shine. You take care. Later. Gadzooks? Yeah. We've gone up there. We've gotten up there, Deej. Yeah, you're playing with me at 800. I pushed it. I pushed it. Build is smoking. Hey, what up, Jesse? How you doing? Yeah, like, we could do a stress test. We could do a stress test. Like, I'm trying to get... Oh, come on. Honestly, though, I feel like this is a good place for the build because of my health pool right now. If I can get something like a Ravenous Void... And if we can get Cleanse... I think that'll go a long way. Oh, but you pushed it to 700. Nice, Deej. Well, yeah, your build was very nice. Like, we were cruising through 800 corruption like it was paper. What up, Kyle? It's going pretty good, man. We're chilling, we're vibing, we're having a good time. Talking about what we're going to be doing on the weekend. I will not be live tomorrow. There will not be a build guide on Monday because I'm going to be out of town all weekend. When I get back, I'll start working on a build guide for this. Like on Monday, I'll start working on a build guide for this. And then, you know, assuming I don't rush it too much, we'll get it out. We'll get it out. We'll get it up and running. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Going anywhere fun? I'm going up to Sacktown. There's a festival called Aftershock. Ah! All because I stopped to see what these gloves were. All because I stopped to see what those gloves were. I should have just killed everything. Go see Testament? I'm going on Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if Testament's playing on those days. Yeah, maybe. Already got a couple bands I want to go see. I think if we perhaps got some practice runs in, we might have actually dunked Uberoth. Yeah, we might have. Like, I kind of threw it on you, Deej. I kind of threw it on you. I'm like, let's spawn in Uberoth and see what happens. And then we got him to a second phase. And then, like, honestly, I don't even think you went down. I think I got clapped. Like, I don't remember what happened, but we tried it once. We were shredding them pretty good, but then, you know, like you said, one of us got clapped, and then, you know, the fight. We were like, oh, haha, funny, whatever, moved on, yeah. One thing, I don't have Cleanse at all. Cleanse on Uber Aberoth, I'm not going to say it's a must, but it's... Actually, I'm going to say it's a must, yes. It's super desirable. What bands am I saying? I'm looking forward to Korn, Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, sort of. He's cool. You know, mostly, you know, like the Beautiful People, stuff like that. Mudvayne, really looking forward to seeing Mudvayne. I think those are the main ones I'm looking forward to. My brother's probably got like it all mapped out, which bands we want to go see, and I'm probably just going to stick with him. Didn't see Testament on the lineup for Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. I didn't think... I didn't remember seeing Testament there either, so I was like... yeah, if I can make it work. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess there is that, you know, if you could throw down the wall with, you know, a good pace... Yeah, because if we did that fight again, you would be my only source of cleanse. That is kind of... I don't like having to put all that onto somebody to take care of a defensive mechanic for me because the game doesn't want to give it to me. Testament was on Thursday? Yeah. I was like, I don't remember seeing that for the lineup. There was a lot of good acts on Thursday. Like, today's lineup, Friday, looked kind of light. Like, I was surprised. Thursday was, like, packed. I remember thinking, oh, my gosh, are we... Like, we were looking at it. We're like, dude, it's like we want to go there on Thursday, skip Friday. What are we going to do all day Friday? And then go for Saturday, Sunday. What do we get? Hi. Now, I already have a 2LP. I think the only thing I would do with this is try and get melee critical strike chance. Someone's happy? Yeah. Do I have melee critical strike chance in my rules? I do. Oh, okay, cool. Now go brick it. It'd be hard to brick it considering I'm already getting all I want out of this one. This one, though, if you notice, the stats are just better across the board. Except for chance to bleed, I don't care. Oh, Dragon Force is gonna be there? Like, okay, let me check the lineup again. Hey guys, thank you for the likes over on YouTube. Okay, Friday looks like headliner is Deftones. Nice. But we're not gonna be there Friday. Okay, headliner is Korn. We gotta stay all day. Frick. But I want to see Korn. 3 Days Grace with Adam. So 3 Days Grace is gonna be there with Adam. Bad Omens, Trivium, Dragon Force, Memphis Mayfire, they're pretty cool. August Burns Red, Chevelle, Trash Talk, Scowl, Demon Hunter. Oh man, yeah, Non-Point. I think I only know him for a cover. Saliva without Josie Scott. Yeah, about that. Okay, yeah, we got some bands for Saturday. What about Sunday? Bring Me the Horizon is the closer. So we might leave early. I'm sure Bring Me the Horizon's cool. Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, Mudvayne. Really looking forward to Mudvayne. Really looking forward to Mudvayne on that one. Black Veil Brides, I've seen them a couple times. Flyleaf with Stacy, nice. Machine Head, Story of the Year. Crossfade, yeah. Static X. Dude, Static X, I feel like is so weird without Wayne. The guy who started the band, Wayne Static, he passed away. So, I mean, it's cool that the rest of the band is still going, but it was like literally his namesake was attached to it. But, I mean, I'm not going to tell him not to, you know. Yeah, you guys can't make music anymore because, you know, Wayne passed away. Hinder. That would be interesting. You know, interesting story with Hinder for me. Dope. Saw him last year. Yeah. Looking forward to that. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube. Yeah, Deftones are today. I missed them. And Cavalera. I don't think I've heard of Prawn. Dane Mitten. I saw Dragon Force in high school. Fun show. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, today Deftones are playing. Sadly, we're going to miss Deftones. But, like, out of the Friday lineup, I think... Oh, cool. They actually have the stages. So there's going to be 4 stages. Wait, Dream Theater? Wait, Dream Theater's playing today? I must have missed that. Man. I must have missed that. Yeah, Malmsteen. Fear Factory and Laguna Coil. I think I know Lacuna Coil. I think I know them like one song. Yeah, like I guess the 10 o'clock shows would be what I'd be interested in. Okay, what about Saturday? Okay, what is the first? My brother's probably gonna want to see Nom Point. Sure. Memphis Saliva without Josie Scott though. Demon Hunter, I want to be there for that. So 2 p.m. Trivium would be cool. Shockwave stage. 3 Days Grace. My brother's gonna want to be there, and he's gonna want to be front and center. He's gonna want to be all the way up at the front for 3 Days Grace. Dragon Force, that would be cool. Corn. Yeah, we're staying for corn, or at least a piece of corn. we're at least staying for part of it, but we're taking a shuttle there, so we don't have to worry about trying to get out of the parking lot and all that stuff. So, yeah, our number one trick is leaving early at some of these festivals because we're usually already tired anyway, and then we leave a little bit early. Sunday. Oh yeah, we'll probably stick around for Rob Zombie and then just get out of there early on Sunday. Bring Me the Horizon's cool. Though Cavalera, that's when they're playing as well. And Jesse was talking about it. Powerwolf's cool? Okay, I'll remember that. I'll remember Powerwolf's pretty good. There's some vicious band. Yeah, no, like Aftershock. Hey, Bike. Hope all is well. Hey, what up, Catch Kush? Yeah, no, like Aftershock's always done a really great job in bringing in all these like bands, all these, you know, like they always go pretty well. You know, festivals are kind of seen as like because think about it, a band gets on and they play for like 30 minutes to an hour. It almost feels like a rush job. But like Vans Warped Tour did it pretty well, and Aftershock did it really well. Yeah, I'm going to stay for an ear of corn. Yeah, you're right, Kyle. Okay, you guys are really highly recommending Powerwolf. I'll have to check out some of their music on the way up there. Let me see if that. Okay. I wouldn't miss too much of them. Like I could watch Powerwolf for a little bit, but then I'd want to try and get over to the Corn stage. They'd be at the main stage. It's going to be packed by that point. On Saturday, it will be packed. Especially for Corn, yeah. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube. All right, yeah, let's get back to the game. Thank you so much for indulging me about what I'm doing tomorrow. Let's do this. Just your opinion. I mean, here's the thing. I've never heard of Powerwolf, whereas I've grown up with Korn. Your opinion is absolutely valid, but as somebody who's literally never even heard of the band, I'll definitely check them out. I'll probably have a good time, but I already know I'm gonna want to go, get some corn on the cob, man. Well, they're going to be offset a little bit. There's like a 30-minute, gap in between. So, you could start Powerwolf, but then about 30 minutes later, Korn's going to start going. Now, seeing that Powerwolf's going to be at that stage, they'll probably go for like an hour plus while Korn finishes out the night. Oh, Kyle, how am I feeling about the expansion? That is a good question. So we were talking about it earlier, and I think I could summarize my thoughts as this. My thoughts on the expansion. I'm a bit on the fence, and it's not for anything bad. I'm not opposed to an expansion. I want EHG to make money. They made it very clear that in the post that that Judd released today that plans have changed. Obviously, it's hard to keep promises that you made when you were starry-eyed, when you were doe-eyed in 2019 on a Kickstarter, as opposed to now. So I want EHG to make money. I'm cool with the expansions. Here's my main issues that could possibly arise. I don't want flimsy seasons because they release a paid expansion and then they want to keep releasing free seasons. So with the free seasons end up being content light. I don't want that to happen. And then, the really juicy content's all in the expansion. I also, when I was talking about it earlier, I kind of realized my main problem that I was thinking about it was not exactly the Diablo 4 model, but it was the Destiny 2 model, right? They would do an expansion and then they would have these seasons. And now Destiny 2 took it a step further. Like, you couldn't even really enjoy the full season without paying for some sort of whatever to get into the season. But that's beyond the point. But when it came to the Destiny 2 model, as a content creator, there would be certain exotics that would get introduced with an expansion. And as somebody who likes to make build guides, I'm already having not always, but there's already two kind of build guides I make. One's with hard to find rare uniques in the game, and then your standard, like, you'll get by with this build. Oh, you want to play this build? Best in slot, you're going to need the Uberoth gear, the Red Rings, Ravenous Void. You know, some of these, like, well, maybe not Ravenous Void if you got Immortal Vice, but there's already those items in the game. But here's the thing. You got a way as a player to get them. You might not have the time to get them, but you still have a way of getting them. You can play the game. You can look for the items. You can kill Uber Aberoth. You can have a Sherpa, that sort of thing. Or if you're in Merchant's Guild, you might be able to buy something off the market. You can get your hands on them. But when Destiny 2 would release a new expansion, they would often, their version of uniques are exotics. They would often release expansion exclusive exotics, and some of those exotics would be like meta defining. Like if you guys ever played the Crucible in Destiny 2, there was a hand cannon there for a while called Ace of Spades, and that was an expansion exclusive item. If you wanted that, if you wanted to, you know, be ultra competitive in the Crucible, I mean, you could get by with other stuff, but if you wanted, you know, a high tier meta item, you had to go buy the expansion. There's no way around it. So I'm a little on the fence about that. I don't know if EHG would do something like that. It still really bugs me to this day that Destiny 2 is still selling those expansions, even though they've removed all the story elements and stuff out of it. If you buy the expansion, it's literally they just give you the exotics. Like, so I don't know if Last Epoch would ever do that. Cost of the default, yeah, that's also another thing. I'm not worried about the cost of an expansion. For Last Epoch, I'm already somebody who likes to buy all the supporter packs. I'll buy currency, that sort of thing. I just don't want like really light seasons, because people would cry foul if you have seasonal content that requires you to own the expansion, right? Like, oh yeah, well, we're going to release an expansion, but we'll also release seasons, and to fully enjoy the seasons we release, you must own the expansion. Some people would feel like they're being bent over a barrel for that. Because people will really get, not everybody, but some people will get bent out of shape going, you call this a free season, but in order to, you know, get all this stuff, I have to have the expansion. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, right? Even D4 has some things gear-wise locked behind the expansion, like runes. You need the expansion to get and use runes. True, that is a system where you need the expansion, and you know, you're as somebody who likes to create build guides, that would be like if they ever introduced a system like runes into Last Epoch that were locked behind an expansion. That would kind of stink as well. So I'm hoping that there's no like power level or system in the game that is like, you, in order to fully enjoy Last Epoch, you must have your hands on this system, this unique, this whatever, and that's going to require the expansion. But at the same time, guys, I want EHG to make money. They made it very clear, or at least Judd did, made it very clear, and he kind of confirmed some theories I had, that the game was not doing super well, and that they were actually, with season 2, trying to shop the studio to these companies. Because I don't know if you guys remember, like Judd was like very, like, he released that whole statement saying like, we really need this to work. That's why they delayed it, so they can get away from Path of Exile. Like, we really need this to work. And obviously at the time I'm thinking they're trying to make money. They're trying to pay for the next season. Well, after the acquisition, I was like, I wonder if they were kind of banking on season 2 being their prove it deal. Like, look, we can make money. If you purchase us and supply us with money, people will buy our product. Like, we will make you money. And that to me, that kind of confirmed it was, at least in my mind, a prove-it deal for an acquisition. He also confirmed they can't say a lot of stuff because of the acquisition. I don't know if they got a muzzle now because of Crafton, or they're, this is a very fluid moving thing. But communication's been pretty awful since the announcement of the acquisition. It was actually kind of awful before then. Like, we were trying to find out information about season 3 of Last Epoch, and nothing happened until they announced the acquisition. Then they released the trailer. And that kind of killed all momentum for season 3. Well, not totally, but everything that dominated the headlines was EHG has been acquired by Crafton. Yeah, that was bad. Like, everything, like... I agree. I'm right there with you. Air Dragon. I think the supporter pack model is great. Absolutely. I think the supporter pack model is a great thing, as opposed to something like battle passes. I'd rather buy a supporter pack, get all the items. There's not a ton of FOMO. There's a little FOMO, like, oh, okay, in a couple seasons, that pack will be going away. And once you buy the pack, you have all the cosmetics. No trying to unlock everything. You rather eat glass than deal with another battle pass? I personally like battle passes. I don't like the FOMO that's attached to battle passes. Like, cool, I just bought your battle pass. Now I have to play your game to unlock all this stuff, or I might miss out on something, right? Right now I'm working on the new Hunt Showdown Battle Pass, but that's gonna have a couple months attached to it. My friends and I like to play every Friday. We're not playing today because I got a bunch of stuff I got to do before I head out for the weekend, but. And then next Friday, Battlefield. I'm probably going to be streaming it. Sorry, guys. I originally had that day off, but one of my guys needed it, so So I was like, okay, I'll come into work that day. I'm glad I am. There's some work stuff I'm going to have to take care of that day, but believe me, buddy. Next Friday night, I'm playing Battlefield 6. Believe me. Like Helldivers. I'd be okay with Helldiver-like passes, that is stellar battle pass-like system. Right, it never goes away. Then the fact that you can earn all the currency for the battle passes in the game itself, I think is pretty cool. I mean, I just buy it. I'm not gonna lie. I just buy it because I don't want to spend time trying to unlock. I don't want to spend time trying to unlock currency. I'm just like, whatever. But for the people who maybe don't have a lot of money or don't like microtransactions, you can just unlock it. Playing the game. Right, seasonal lack of content is a good point. Exactly. If we want a new game with shiny new systems, we have to pay to some extent. I mean, $35 is ridiculous to expect 6+ years of content. Well, and then here's the thing. They don't get, and I'm sure you guys are probably aware of this, but just to, make sure everybody's on the same page. They don't get that full $35 either. Steam takes like 33% of it. Maybe at one point, I know Steam has like milestones or keystones, so to speak, where they share more revenue with you up until a certain point. But let's just assume off the top they've only made 66% of every purchase, right? So what here, let's, and this is not counting sales, right? If we're just going off the price of the game, not supporter packs, and they've sold 3 million copies, so 35 times 0.33, so 35 minus 1155. So let's just say $23.50 per copy times 3 million. They've made $70 million before taxes, because that's also a thing too. And then, you know, you got salaries, you got insurance, you got overhead, and that's what they've made up to this point with the 3 million copies sold. And they're still updating the game. Yeah. So one of the bonuses of being published by Krafton, they get the publisher as the base for the Steam cut now. Okay, what do you mean by that, Air Dragon? Just at the point of forcing engagement through Battle Pass, carrot on a stick, pseudo FOMO is starting to burn me out fast on games. I got you, Air Dragon. Yeah, so what do you mean by the Krafton bonus? There's like a publisher bonus for Steam? Like, oh, you have a publisher, you get a better cut? Publisher gets to determine how much of a cut Steam gets? Really? Because they have better negotiating power with Steam? Part of it? Interesting. But I'm getting the yeah. It's never that easy. Oh, I tried using my. You can see it blinking. I was trying to use that, and then I get. There's like this millisecond of lag. Did I do? Oh, God. I'm gonna grab another drink, chat. some of you guys might have noticed, but sorry, something stuck in my throat. I took a critical strike avoidance node. When you're playing a 100% crit build and a ton of your damage comes from getting critical strikes, this node really is a major buzzkill. So, especially when you're trying to do harder content where you need to kill something super quick or you're going to get, one shot or stunned like what happened to me. Having... It's not even a 35% damage loss. It's more than that. That 35% critical strike avoidance really hurts. It's almost a multiplicative reduction. Not quite as bad. True. Not quite as bad. But yeah, it hurts a lot. Well, also, you can feel it. Like, playing this build, the way I've been playing it, I've gotten used to, kill windows, if that makes sense. Like an expected time to kill, TTK. And those two flying guys in the previous Echo that one shot me. Yeah. I was like, man, I tried to get out of there, but it was also like I wasn't doing as much damage. Oh. Now against these guys, it's not as bad. When you're just doing regular Echoes, it's not as bad. But when you're going into a harder Echo, and you're trying to kill some of these things, these deadly enemies super fast, and 35% of your hits, they're just no longer crits. And you lose the 200% critical strike multiplier bonus plus any additional critical strike multiplier bonus you might have. Ouch. Which in my case is a decent chunk. Great conversations today, guys. Appreciate it. My wife made me a cup of noodles that's just been sitting here, so I'm going to try and eat them real quick. Only 19%. All right. All right. Hey, what up, Chizzy? Oh, it's going good. We're just chilling out, talking. What are you up to tonight, man? You got any big plans for the weekend? Nah, just a lot of football. Still leveling this minion build. It's getting there. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to be out of town this weekend. We were talking about that earlier. I'm going to be at a festival called Aftershock up in Sacramento. So, I'm going to be gone all day tomorrow and Sunday. I'll probably be getting back late Sunday night, early Monday morning. So we're just trying to make the most of it right now. Might try and catch some football. Let me go over here real quick. Skin art for you. Your nephew's going? Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah, we'll be there Saturday and Sunday, man. Yeah, we were going over the lineup earlier. People were making their recommendations. I'm looking forward to Korn. 3 Days Grace. Flyleaf will be cool. Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie. Dragon Force is going to be there. Yeah, looking forward to a lot of the lineups. Pretty sure I got Ravenous Void. How's the catcher Rive going? It's going pretty good, man. How about you, Saphicus? Mudvayne? Yeah, I'm very looking forward to Mudvayne. Gotta run, guys. Bye. Have fun. See you all next week. See you next week, Jason. You take care. Just because I'm paranoid. Hatebreed? I never really listened to their music. I've heard of them before, though. Getting a bit better. Still got some back pain, but I can move around more. I'm glad to hear that, bro. Come on, give me a better blessing. Jeez, stingy today. Stingy. I'm not even looking for an item. I'm just looking for a blessing. I guess I just gotta keep, smacking these guys into the face till they give me that blessing. If you never heard or seen them, way badass band. They're reuniting. It's Dry Kill Logic, way good band. Okay. Dry Kill Logic. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely taking suggestions. And if it doesn't conflict with one of the bands I really want to see, or if my brother wants to see, we'll try and check them out. Truly awesome. Okay. Come on. Give me the blessing. Maybe we should pump up corruption for this. There we go. I'll take 21%. Thank you. Okay. Let's give old, Gaspar a ring again. See if we can get him to drop a Ravenous Void for us. Okay, I do not like fighting this boss, so I will give it like this is it. Then I'm gonna go back to just farming regular stuff. Okay. Oh, well. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. What is the drop rate for Ravenous Void? I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. LP potential 105. Oh, frig. Requires level 91. Extremely rare. You have up to a 4.5% chance with increased item rarity on Husk of Elder Gaspar. Do they give a breakdown of what adds to it? 4.5%. Holy. .5%, and then has a 0.11% chance. Man. All right. Well, prophecies, guys. Okay. How goes the Catcher Rive build? It's going good, man. 1,000 corruption. We're kind of blasting through everything. We were talking about Aftershock's lineup earlier. Yeah, I was explaining to everybody I wasn't going to be here for the weekend because I was going to Aftershock. It was the weekend where I hate being in Sweden. Favorite childhood band, The Offspring, playing in your hometown tomorrow. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I've seen them live. The Offspring's a good show. Yeah, we're heading out tomorrow morning. It's going to be a good time. We're also talking about a blog post that Judd, the game director, founder of EHG, made, trying to bring some clarity. He confirmed a couple things that I suspected was going on. So, as you probably heard, EHG has been acquired by Krafton for a deal worth $96 million. And I suspected that the communication, which has been pretty good with EHG, has been not so great since Krafton, since the acquisition. Well, like many things, the acquisition is still in progress. Stuff is still, filing over. They're hiring new people. There's a bunch of moving parts. So I don't know if it's exactly a muzzle, but they can't say as much stuff right now. I don't know if that's going to get lifted later on, but there's still some murkiness going on. And so then they were talking about the announced expansion, and he's like, the question everybody keeps asking, will it be a paid expansion? He said maybe. And then he laid out a bunch of stuff about this expansion that, I think for all intents and purposes, I'm going to assume it's a paid expansion that's going to be coming. You may not know this, Tilron, but EHG made a promise back when, they were kickstarting the game that you would buy the game and then there'd be no paid content. Like, after that, all content would be free. They'd continue to support the game, and that they would monetize the game through microtransactions in the form of cosmetics. Well, obviously, they can't hold to that. They're like, gonna be honest, guys, we were not making enough money. That's what was said in the blog post. They were not making enough money to cover their costs. They were losing money. The future of the game was at stake. I don't know how dire we got. I'm assuming it was pretty dire with season 2, because there was, that whole mess going on with Path of Exile 2 having their release date being within 2 days of last Epoch, and Judd made it very clear in a statement that this would severely hurt last Epoch season 2 release, and that they were going to delay the season. So they delayed the season, and then season 2 went very well for last Epoch. EHG made a decent amount of money. He said we actually were still in the red. what I suspected after I heard about the acquisition, why it was so like do or die with season 2, was that they were already in talks trying to court themselves to being sold. They were trying to get a publisher to buy them. And I feel like season 2, why it was so important, like sure, money is important, but I think it was so important because they were trying to prove, it was a prove it deal, as they say in sports. It was a prove it deal that they were trying to show a publisher they can make money. And then so Judd just wanted to try and clarify some of that stuff. And so that confirmed a few theories I had. So then we've been talking about, you know, what having an expansion in a game like this might implicate and all sorts of stuff. But I'm not going to bore you guys with those details. So how's it going? Welcome on in. Here's hoping that LE lasts for decades. True. I want the game to do well. Yeah, so like I told everybody, Tilron, like I want EHG to make money and I want them to do well. I suspect an expansion was something that they didn't have planned, but it sounds like Crafton was pushing for this. And so it might be an it might be a paid expansion. I'm okay with that. What I'm worried about as a content creator is trying to, you know, releasing guides for people. I already kind of create 2 versions of a build. As is, like, here's what best in slot, including Red Reigns, Uber Aberoth gear, you know, some of this stuff that would be hard for people to get their hands on. Here's this version of the build, and then here's, you know, a more down-to-earth version. If some really best in slot, you know, unique items, exalted base types, that sort of thing get released with an expansion, but then you still have free seasonal content, and I'm making build guides for people, and I'm telling them, here's one. I would hate to be like, here's one for the non-expansion. Here's a build for the non-expansion people and a build for the people who bought the expansion. If they have items locked behind that. Right. Yeah, that lawsuit, I hope there's more information comes out in Discovery about that, because that is kind of murky. It sounds like they were promised, sounds like the devs were promised, or at least the leadership, were promised a certain amount of money if they released a game in time. The devs did that, and then Crafton was like, oh no, that doesn't count, and they removed leadership. And then they're saying no, for like, I have a basic understanding, and my basic understanding is Crafton's trying to say that they were trying to push out a bad product to try and get this money, and that it's actually their quality control services that are ensuring that players get a good game, and that since the leadership wouldn't, you know, back down off of this, they had to remove them. That is a bit concerning that they removed senior leadership from the studio. Now, whether or not the senior leadership was in the right, I'm more concerned, what if Judd one day just gets replaced because he wouldn't budge on something, good or bad, wouldn't budge on something, he gets replaced. Crafton dropped that part. Now it's that the creators were trying to pull a fast one. Oh. I hadn't heard that. My info is outdated. Taking the blueprint of the game to make a new game on their own. Is that what Crafton is claiming that they're doing? That they're trying to start a new company using assets developed while working on Subnautica 2? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's changed every time. So they're changing the goalposts. Well, they keep changing the game. You show up with a football team, but it's basketball. Next time you come with a basketball team, they're now playing baseball. Okay. I think I can see that. Even the judge admonished them. Like, hey, what are you guys doing? Whenever I've heard they use the word admonish used before, it always seemed like it was in a positive light. I admonish you for your valiant effort. So maybe my understanding of that word was not correct. Unless you mean it in a positive light. Oh yeah, they got admonished by the judge. They're doing well. Their lawyers are on top of it. Admonish is to warn or reprimand. Okay. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube. Comes up a lot in legal proceedings. Understood. Yeah, that makes sense. Critical Role Campaign 4 started last night, looking really good. Mercer is a player. Yeah, yesterday I saw when I was logging off for the stream, I saw that they were live, and there was a lot of people watching. There was a lot of people watching. So hopefully it goes well. 5-hour stream. Holy man. Like, I know they only do it once a week, but still, man. That's like almost impossible for me to keep up with. I mean, I fell off with campaign 3. I mean, is it just me, or does it feel like every campaign, I mean, except for maybe the first one, just because that one already started halfway through, that they sometimes get kind of lost in the weeds, so to speak. And they go off on these, like, side quests that just feel very self-indulgent. I mean, it's a game that they're playing, so of course the entire thing is self-indulgent. At times, but they bring it back. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. I need you to... There we go. So West marches. So how many players per week? Do they have all 13 players there for yesterday's stream, just to introduce everybody, or are they starting with just the first group? It was all 13, so you get to know everybody. You're right. They'll break it into smaller groups depending on how the story goes. You're right, okay. Still 13, knowing that, oh yeah, there might be a session where all 13 people are here. I don't know how common that is. That is insane. Holy frick. I know. Yeah, streamer. Yeah, that'll be going into many imprints. That'll be going into many imprints. I know, right? Oh my gosh. It was like, what, a tier 30? It was like at least 30 tiers. Of affixes. Like, that was insane. 2 tier 7s, a tier 6, and then a sealed T5. So, I mean, you do lose some flexibility. You lose some flexibility with the T5 with the sealed affix, but I mean that's still pretty nuts. Flat reflect, flat, yeah. Just the affixes there alone. Yeah, 3 exalted affixes on there. That's something that you put into your imprints. You try and get more of those. Yeah. Place armor or weapon. You know what? Let's try and make a few more copies of that body armor. Of this super insane. I had one of these. Like that one. That one could be good. But I think I had an even crazier one. So you can tell. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Super. Going all right. Spell pot. Yeah, like this one's okay. I don't know if it's super insane, but like this is super insane. This is super insane. No, I'm gonna have a lot of weapons because I had imprinted this. Yeah. Oh wow. Especially this one with the armor mitigation. Now I know we're not gonna get that affix, but you know. Just so I can have some good bases. Yeah, but 2 T7s and a T6. I mean, I still got that. Alright, what's up, Tanyan? How's it going? Oh, wow. I didn't even think about it. Yeah. I guess I got lucky. Don't say it. I don't know what's gonna happen. Was about to hit send. I already knew. I'm like, he's about to say it, isn't he? I'm like, don't say it. 500 bits? Ultra trash. Hey, what up, Blue Beyond? How's it going? How you doing? And so, Blue Beyond, did you actually kill Uber Aberoth with your Void Smite multi-strike build? Because you said it was viable, and you were using Uberoth gear, so I assume that you did it. I didn't see any of that gameplay though. Was that a separate upload? You got him to last phase. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, that proves that it is viable. Never trying it as melee again? Horde core? Has anyone played Mega Bonk? No. Sure. But it seems like hype now be forgotten. Yeah, I got you. How you guys doing over there on YouTube? Thank you for the likes over there, guys. I really appreciate it. How goes the night? Hey, what up, Zero Flax? It's going all right. Going all right. We've just been looking for better items. Here, let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Because that's kind of where I'm at. Like, we have so much damage with the build, and I don't really want to change much about it. I just feel like at the point where we're at now, we're at trying to find some rare items. Trying to get, like, 2 LP Shatter Chains again. Excuse me. Wow, these ones dropped as the exact same roll as what I already have. Nice. This is a Void Knight build, yes, sir. Well, with a name like Sword Catcher, you could go, you know, you can go in a couple different directions. Since Sword Catcher's kind of missed 2 LP Shatter Chains. Yes, that's 7 this season. Yeah, I think I missed. I think I've missed. What the frick? Yeah, bullshit. Sorry guys. I think I've missed 5 total this season for Shattered Chains. Like at this point, I think it's probably, I'm just better off just locking in the cleanse and praying. Like, I know I'm probably never going to use them, but just to have the option of having cleanse. They're a pain, they are, man. I'm grateful that I have gotten one slam of... What did I get? I did get 1 cleanse, 1 health slam on it was a generic belt though. It wasn't Shatter Chains. Belt Brewmasters. They're so bad. Yeah. What in the actual... Oh my god. A freaking Tomb Guardian came up behind me? Jesus. What is with these random one-shots? Rare enemies? Oh, fudge. Okay, let's go over here. Let's try it again. I just ran 2 belts. It's annoying, but I make it work. Run my T7 hybrid health. Does that work, Chizzy? Like, when you switch belts, don't you lose all your health potions? Yo, Frosty Walrus, thank you for the follow. There. I'm just gonna have to like full clear this cemetery. You never notice? Okay. Hey man, if it's working for you, then by all means, man. Don't like keep going. I might even try that out sometime. Finally, it is over. Sure, I'll take the health. Honestly, I like that so much, I'm gonna do this. What do we get? Over 4,000 health, not enough. I do have a cleanse plus mana regen, which is great for my warpath build, but regen is wasted stat on Rive. Yeah. There we go. We'll do some runs against the big guy for you. Now, this is more like a proof of concept run. Because I don't have cleanse. I don't know if I'd want to use Titan Heart for a run like this. Getting all like 10 stacks of the frailty like that sucked. I swear, whenever something like that pops up and I try to roll out the way, my guy will like lag for a second and then it'll hit. It's so frustrating. It doesn't happen in offline mode, but offline's a whole other discussion. Like you see it coming and you're like hitting the evade button. And it's like, oh yeah, let's start. Oh wait, we snap back to reality. Yeah, I can't survive a slam. I can't survive a slam like that. Unfortunately, like we're gonna need a lot more. We're gonna need like the Ravenous Void. We're gonna need like, you know, at least a red ring. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. It could just be a game thing where if you don't finish the dodge out the way and you get hit, it snaps you back. Oh, it couldn't get to the other side of him. My healing hands went into it hit the front of his face and bounced off. I was trying to get to the other side. Oh my god. It went bing. He like pulled the old I'm rubber, you're glue. Uber is melee. I mean, it wouldn't be as bad if I could tank one of those hits. The only thing I could think of is we drop Devouring Orb for Rebuke. Like, honestly, that might just have to be it. Drop Devouring Orb and take Rebuke. Or, you know, somehow do one of those. Oh, frick. Oh, gosh. I have no potions. Oh, I had no potions. I couldn't cleanse the stun. I knew Pike was a rebuke enjoyer. Okay, you get a cookie for that one, Chizzy. Oh, man. Yeah, you get a cookie for that one. Oh, bro. Okay, so no cleanse. Yeah, with no cleanse, I'm tanking the I know, right? It's an review. Oh. There it is. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. I think I might have to say goodbye to Shattered Chains. At least this Shattered Chains. I know that's damage. I would like to use Shattered Chains because of stun immunity, but no cleanse? Oh. Oh, man. It's hard out here, man. Like, okay. I need 2 LP. Say hello to the graveyard of 2 LP. Say hello to the graveyard of just... Oh, okay. So wait, how many? I did 1, 2. Yeah. Say hello. Say hello of all the failed. Say hello to all the failed. Double. I did not get cleanse and health on a single 2 LP slam this season. I'm pressing F for respect. Yeah, no, last season. It was last season, Air Dragon. If you can get a belt with cleanse, you can run Ravenous Void. That's also the other problem. I haven't gotten a Ravenous Void this season. Like Blue Beyond, where did you get yours? Did you just do the Gaspar farm? I know you said it was farmable, that you had like 4. There's a Woven Echo? Yeah, like I have this. Well, what's the Woven Echo? The one where you fight the Harbinger? Oh! Oh! Collapsing? No, it's not collapsing. Is it Collapsing Horizon? Or is it Fading Brink? No, it is Collapsing Horizon. Yeah. All right. I'm game. I'm game. Let's try it. Let's try it. Good luck. I even think about that. Well, first, I gotta find a cemetery. I know, rip. thanks. Guys, does that mean I have to run the electrified javelin build this season? Is that what this means? You're like, run it back, Seymour. Let's go. Oh, cool. There we go. Should I pump up? I'll keep it here and make it uber viable. I don't know if it'll ever be uber viable. Is 2LP sword catcher hard to get? It's uncommon, but not impossible, no. That's what I'm using right now. And once you get something like this, imprint it. So obviously, just, you know, set up a filter, turtle fodder all your 1LPs. Save your best rolls for the Nemesis. Yeah, you can get your hands up. I mean, what about this one? Because even if you get a 2LP, just throw it, like, imprint it. Or if you get, you know, one from the Nemesis, imprint it. Try and get yourself a 2LP. Because this one had the +6 and all that good stuff on there. And, you know, I slammed it. I got what I wanted. But I'm like, hey, let me just try and get a couple more to play with. So I imprinted this slammed one. And I got, like, a couple. I think I got one or two 2LPs with +6 on them. I got a bunch of 1LPs with +6 on them right now. They're in they're ready to be turtled. How you doing, Repeats? What are you up to, man? Sure, I guess the question is, how much is it worth the grind? How much of a grind is it? Playing some new games you picked up on the Steam sale? Yes! As long as the LP is possible, right. You know, I'm like, how possible is two LP Red Ring? Well, I picked up a game from the autumn sale that I know I'm not going to play that much. Oh, look at that, guys. Speaking of Red Ring, I do have it imprinted. Don't. I do have it imprinted. But I picked up Children of Morta. Yeah, I picked up Children of Morta, which is a very special game to me. I played on Xbox Game Pass, and it was actually... I was streaming that game. I know, right? I was streaming Children of Morta the night before I got married. And I played it on Xbox Game Pass, so obviously I didn't own it. So I saw it for $5. Yeah, I saw it for $5 on Steam, and I'm like, you know what? I'm probably not gonna play this much, but you know, this game, it's kind of special because my wife wasn't here at the house. She went and got a hotel room with her bridesmaid, and they were doing the whole, you know, whatever things they were doing. And so my bachelor party was me streaming Children of Morta the night before. All right, let's get ready for the Blue Beyond approved level of farming. I'm obviously not going to do all of these tonight, but, you know, I can lay the groundwork for trying to get some Ravenous Voids. I don't really farm any of the other timeline. This would be the only timeline I want to try and get a boss drop. I mean, I guess I could go for, you know, like a, you know, maybe a better Anchor of Oblivion. Honestly, what I really like about this build is... Oh, oops. What I really like about this build is the damage. The tankiness is okay. I need more health. I think Ravenous Void would help with that. That's probably enough. I'll take it. Yeah, that's all. That's also what I need. That's also what I need. I need to be able to survive a hit from that guy. One thing I'm concerned about, though, and it might be a reason to try and make Null Portent work, or maybe just using a regular old Champion's Regalia, is with Titanheart, you have no health regen, so with the Butcher's Crown, you're constantly losing health. Right, you're constantly losing health. Oh, +4 to smite. I like it. And so it'll be easier to hit the Ravenous Void breakpoint, right? So I'm going to be having to chug potions. Null Portent, I would probably only use if... I would probably only use Null Portent if I could get, like a 2 LP with Rive and health. I actually forget this. Forget this guy. I just want to try and farm. I want to farm a little bit. Don't even get a chance to do anything. Thanks, game. You're the best. Farm or be farmed. Yeah, that's right. Nah. Slay the mirror drake. Okay, it's another drake. Get off my nuts. There we go. It's a low roll. You would want to try and get as much of that lightning pin with electrify. But we can imprint it. Try and get a better one. Farm or be farmed. Come on. Let me farm at least one of these woven echoes. Please. This is an ambush, isn't it? This is a freaking ambush. Crits look good. Yeah, they're very good. Come on, get out of the way. Golly. Okay, here we go. Frick. Camp in that corner like that, huh? You sly bitch. Please die. Was that close enough? I hate this boss so much, man. Yeah, let's cleanse the enemies. Heal if they've not been damaged recently. Yeah. That's perfect modifier. Thanks, game. I hate you. One of the strongest zoning bosses in the game with the tri-beam. Oh yeah, by the way, if you don't damage her, she's just gonna heal. Good luck. Good. Now, let's move on to the next one. We got to top off our health here. Way easier. Where'd they go? Oh my gosh. Well, Blue Beyond. You freaking legend. It was that freaking healing modifier. I'm like, golly. She is so freaking like she will not die. I was like, man, my build sucks. It was because all that. If you say it in the chat, it will happen. Because of all that freaking. Okay, well, we rolled low. Yeah, we rolled low on some of the damage reduction, but we got max percent health. Points to Blue Beyond, yeah. All right. I believe in the 1 LP farm. Yeah,
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
let's try a couple more of these. All right. Hey, oh. Blue Beyond the Legend. It's the exact same. Oh, no. This is a new roll. Another one. I told you, Blue Beyond's a legend. Also, I've been trying to farm these, so I took the gloves drop rate and I took the unique drop rate. So, yeah, Blue Beyond, the legend. I mean, I got a little bit more time. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do after this, though. I also got to sleep. It's just, this is the last day with the build, so I wanted to try and at least farm some stuff. I mean, I'll probably try and get some offline play on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Travel safe. Blubia! The legend. I was out here on the struggle bus, man. Catch you later, Blue. You know how many times I killed Gaspar trying to get a pair of those, and then you're like, oh yeah, just do this. Oh, what? A magnet. The beam did that. Frick. I'll be right back, guys. I had to take my sleepy time meds. Otherwise, I'd be up till like 3 a.m. I'm naturally just wired to staying up. All right, let's get a couple more of these in. Dude, none of these are cough tagged either. Blue Beyond the Legend, man. Oh man, yeah, the damage of that attack sometimes is just, oh god. Good Lord. One more. All right. Thanks to the Blue Beyond method of farming, we got like some really nice Ravenous Voids. This one in particular looks very nice. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I will not be live tomorrow. I will be live on Monday, probably. If you're over here on Twitch, let's see. Do we have any friends in the last Epoch community? Zambriel. Zambriel is streaming right now. Let's go ahead and raid Zambam. All right, guys. I'm going to send you towards Zambriel. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys on Monday. Yeah, if you're over here on Twitch, say hi to Zambriel for us, and you guys have yourself a fantastic weekend. All right. Have a good one, guys. YouTube, thank you so much for being here, guys. I am ending it for the night, unfortunately. Sorry. I'll be back again on Monday. I'm gone for the weekend, and hopefully you guys have a good one. Peace out.